Hello, a good Erev Shabbos. Anyway, today we have I found a couple of nice Divrei Torah from the book. The book is Narratives of the Talmud Teactate Shabbat. Let's take a look at it. We'll talk about the book in a minute or two. Okay. A Segulah for sons who shine in their Torah. A Segulah means it's a good omen, or you do something that will help, that Hashem will see this, and then He will help you get this objective. So, in other words, if one wants sons who shine in the Torah, so they do this thing. Let's take a look. Rav Huna said, one who lights candles regularly merits scholarly sons who will light up the world with their Torah. One who is careful about the observance of the mitzvah of mezuzah merits a beautiful dwelling. A mezuzah is the mezuzah by the doorpost, which has the Shema Yisrael. It has the parchment of the Shema Yisrael in it. So whoever is careful about the observance of the mitzvah of mezuzah merits a beautiful dwelling. That means their dwelling place will be very beautiful. One who is careful about the observance of the mitzvah of tzitzis merits beautiful clothing. Tzitzis are the fringes, are the four-cornered garment with the tzitzis, with the fringes. So whoever is careful about the observance of the mitzvah of tzitzis merits beautiful clothing, will have very beautiful clothing. One who is careful about the observance of the mitzvah of kiddush, sanctification of the day of Sabbath, merits to fill barrels of wine. Rav Huna used to frequently pass by the door of Rav Abin the carpenter. He noticed that Rav Abin always lit many Sabbath candles. He said, two great men will come forth from here. Indeed, Rav Idi bar Abin and Rav Chia bar Abin came forth from that household. Also, he used to frequently pass by the door of Rav Abin the carpenter, and he saw that Rav Abin the carpenter always lit many Sabbath candles. So, in other words, we learned just now that one who lights candles regularly merits scholarly sons. So he said, since he is doing this mitzvah, two great men will come forth from this house. And indeed, Rav Idi bar Abin and Rav Chia bar Abin came from that household. Rav Chisda used to pass by the door of Rav Shesby's homestead. He noticed that Rav Shesby always lit many candles. He said, a great man will come forth from here. Indeed, Rav Shesby came forth from that household. So the same thing, the Rav Chisda, he went to the door of Rav Shesby's household, and Rav Shesby was always careful to light many candles for the Shabbos, in honor of the Sabbath. So he said, a great man will come forth from here in honor of the Sabbath, that Hashem created the world in 6 days, and on the seventh He rested. So this is Vayonach Bayom HaShvi. He rested on the seventh. So this is in honor of that. So if somebody is very careful to do the mitzvah very well, so they will have good sons, very scholarly sons, who will light up the world with their Torah. So Rav Chisda used to pass by the door of Rav Shesby, and he said, a great man will come forth from here. Indeed, Rav Shesby came forth from that household. There's another nice vart. This is very nice here. Doing the best you can is better than not doing anything at all. This also has to do with lighting candles. Rav Tarfon said, one may only light the Sabbath candles with olive oil. Upon hearing this, Rabbi Yochanan, the son of Nuri, rose to his feet and said, "What will the Babylonians do, who only have sesame oil? And what will the Midians do, who only have nut oil? And what will the Alexandrians do, who only have radish oil? And what will the Cappadocians do, who have neither this nor that, but only neft?" Neft is a baser kind of oil, like gasoline almost. Well, it's more not gasoline, but it's more like a very dark oil, a very. So they only have neft. Why don't light anything with gasoline, God forbid. So anyway, they only have neft. Why you may only forbid those oils which the sages specifically mentioned in the Mishnah. Why you may only forbid those oils which the sages specifically mentioned in the Mishnah. The overriding principle regarding all mitzvot is that it is preferable to perform them in times of difficulty as best as one can, rather than to refrain from performing them altogether. This is why Rabbi Yochanan, the son of Nuri, objected to Rab Tarfon's ruling. In other words, Rab Tarfon said that one can only light the Sabbath candles with olive oil. So Rabbi Yochanan, the son of Nuri, rose to his feet and he said, "What will the Babylonians do, who have only sesame oil? And what will the Midians do, who only have nut oil? And what will the Alexandrians do, who only have radish oil? And what will the Cappadocians do, who have neither this nor that, but only neft? Why you may only forbid those oils which the sages specifically mentioned in the Mishnah." In other words, the Babylonians should be able to use sesame oil. If they don't have olive oil, they can use sesame oil. The Midians, they only have nut oil, so they should be able to use nut oil. The Alexandrians, they only have radish oil, they should be able to use radish oil. And the Cappadocians, who have neither this nor that, but only neft, so they shouldn't be forbidden from using that. In other words, only if you have olive oil should you be permitted to light that on Shabbos. In other words, you should do the best you can, which is a very good principle. Doing the best you can is better than not doing anything at all. The overriding principle regarding all mitzvot is that it is preferable to perform them in times of difficulty, as best as one can, rather than refrain from performing them altogether. This is why Rabbi Yochanan, the son of Rab Nuri, objected to Rab Tarfon's ruling. This book is Narratives of the Talmud, Shabbat. So this has the Agadah, the stories of the Talmud, a collection of the narratives recounted in the Babylonian and Yerushalmi Talmud and Tosefta, written by Rab Moshe Basri, translated by Zion Goldwasser, published by Haktav Institute in Jerusalem. So that's this book. So you can learn some nice Divrei Torah, nice items from this book, Narratives of the Torah. Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks again. Have a good Shabbat. And things should be well. Things should get better. Yeshuos and refuos. Yeshuos and refuos for all. Kol tov. Thank you.